Welcome to this explainer. If you've ever wanted to build an e-commerce business but felt completely paralyzed by the idea of creating a product from scratch, you are exactly where you need to be. Today, we're unpacking the ultimate blueprint for profitable online reselling. So get ready to take some notes. Here's our roadmap for today. We'll kick things off with the core of reselling. Look at 4 proven reselling models, figure out how to source your winning products, talk about selling and scaling up, and finally, we'll break down the actual math behind the profit.
Okay, let's dive right into this with Section 1, the core of reselling.
I promise you, by the end of this explainer, you're going to know exactly how to turn the old, catchy slogan of buy low, sell high into a literal cash-generating machine. See, the biggest myth holding people back is this belief that you have to invent a brand new product. You absolutely don't. Online reselling bypasses the invention phase entirely. You just find existing items, buy them at a lower price, and sell them online at a premium. So your very first major mindset shift today is taking your energy away from being an inventor and instead becoming a treasure hunter.
And this brilliantly illustrates the whole concept. Think of it exactly like street market flipping, just move to the internet. We all inherently get the idea of spotting a deeply discounted, underappreciated item at a local flea market, right? Well, you're basically just taking that physical hustle and scaling it digitally. You find the undervalued item, move it over to a platform with hungry buyers, and you keep the difference. It's really that simple.
Moving right along to Section 2, 4 proven reselling models.
So how do we actually execute this logic in the real world? Well, there isn't just one single way to win in this space. There are actually 4 primary vehicles you can use. First up is retail arbitrage. That's flipping clearance items from big box stores. Then there's wholesale, which is buying in massive bulk for cheap to sell individual units at retail prices. Third is thrift and vintage, sourcing unique, used items. And finally, platform-based reselling, which involves using apps with existing catalogs where you simply add your margin on top. But here's the thing, all 4 of these share the exact same DNA. To find your perfect fit, it helps to look at 2 opposite ends of the spectrum. Ask yourself, are you a hands-on, get-your-hands-dirty kind of treasure hunter? If so, then thrift and vintage, manually sourcing second-hand gems for niche buyers, is totally for you. Or do you prefer a purely digital, streamlined business? Because platform-based reselling lets you just pick items from an app catalog, add your margin, and market them directly. You just need to pick the style that matches your workflow.
All right, Section 3, sourcing your winning products.
Now that we know our vehicle, let's shift our energy over to the practical execution. Let's look at a highly systematic, repeatable 5-step process. Step 1, choose your category. Step 2, source cheaply. Step 3, pick where to sell. Step 4, list and market. And Step 5, fulfill the orders. Look, if this felt a little overwhelming a minute ago, take a breath. It is literally just a series of logical steps.
Let's break down Step 1. Choosing your category requires looking at demand trends, checking out the competition level, and factoring in your own personal knowledge. Why does this matter? Because it's drastically easier to learn pricing patterns when you specialize. I mean, if you focus strictly on, say, vintage 90s band t-shirts or mid-century lamps, you're going to instantly spot a bargain, rather than trying to blindly sell everything to everyone all at once.
Once you know exactly what to sell, Step 2 is finding it cheaply. Wholesalers, local markets, retail clearance, thrift stores, or reselling apps. These are your hunting grounds. But listen, there's a massive golden rule here. Never, ever guess your margins. You absolutely must calculate total costs, the item cost, the shipping, and those sneaky hidden platform fees before you ever buy. You only pull the trigger if the math proves there's profit.
Which brings us to Section 4, selling and scaling up.
Okay, we've mastered the buy low part of the equation, but how do we actually capture that sell high price? Well, Step 3 is deciding exactly where your storefront is going to live. You've got marketplaces like Amazon or eBay, social media channels like Instagram, or maybe your own dedicated website using something like Shopify. Each of these channels has wildly different pros, cons, and reach, but the core principle always stays the same. List the product at a profitable price and bring the buyers directly to it.
And making them want to buy? That happens in Step 4. You have to list and market. Guys, presentation is literally everything here. Think about it. A pair of sneakers shot under terrible basement lighting might sell for $20, but that exact same pair, cleaned up, shot against a crisp, white background with clear, benefit-driven descriptions, that can easily command $60. Your presentation is exactly how you justify your margin. Finally, Step 5 is fulfillment. When someone actually clicks buy, how does the thing get to them? You generally have 2 paths here. self-fulfillment, where you literally pack the item from your own on-hand stock and ship it yourself. Or there's app-based fulfillment, where you place an order with your upstream supplier and they handle shipping the item directly to the customer for you. So the crucial point about scaling is this. True wealth in online reselling comes from repeating this exact 5-step process with more items and better systems. It really comes from landing one massive home run sale. It really is a volume game, and it's driven by ruthless efficiency.
And that leads perfectly into Section 5, the math behind profit.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is the reality check it provides. Let's look at a typical $100 sale. Spoiler alert, that $100 is not your profit. You immediately have slices taken out of that pie for your initial sourcing cost, shipping, platform fees, and packaging. Only that final, remaining slice is your true take-home profit margin.
Because those fees constantly eat away at your top line, you must develop strict business disciplines to protect that remaining slice. You have to find consistent, underpriced sources. You need a rock-solid understanding of what items actually sell for, not just what people wishfully list them for. You've got to be ruthlessly disciplined about minimizing your fees and shipping. You must move your inventory quickly so your cash isn't tied up. And finally, you have to build a loyal customer base that buys from you time and time again.
And these right here are the specific metrics you'll track to enforce those disciplines. Your average margin per sale, your monthly sales volume, your stock turnover speed, and your marketing costs and returns. Obsessively tracking these 4 key numbers is exactly what elevates this whole endeavor from a casual, chaotic side hustle into a highly professional, scalable operation.
If you followed the steps we've outlined today, the takeaway is incredibly empowering. Buy smart, sell smart. If you consistently execute this blueprint, this simple model absolutely becomes a real cash-generating machine. You have the total capacity to build a thriving e-commerce business starting right now.
You now know the blueprint inside and out. The concepts, the models, and the math are all completely in your hands. So my only question to you is this: what will be your first flip? Get out there and start discovering. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and I'll catch you on the next one.